In a quiet village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a kind-hearted man named Arjun and his loving wife, Mira. They didn't have much, just a small house, a garden, and each other. But what they lacked in wealth, they made up for in peace, understanding, and love. Every morning, Arjun would wake up early, tend to his garden, and spend the rest of his day helping others in the village. If someone's roof was leaking, he was there with his tools. If an elderly villager couldn't carry water, Arjun was already on his way. He never asked for anything in return. His wife, Mira, often asked him, "Why do you give so much when you get nothing back?" He would smile and reply, "I believe the universe always listens. If we give with a pure heart, life gives back in its own time." Years passed. Arjun and Mira grew older. While others in the village acquired more wealth, Arjun and Mira's life remained simple. One evening, Mira sat by the window with tears in her eyes. "Have we wasted our lives being too kind, too simple?" Arjun gently held her hand and said, "Our life may not shine with gold, but it glows with peace. That's something even gold can't buy." But life had more planned. One rainy night, a wealthy businessman traveling through the village had an accident just outside Arjun's home. The road was slippery, and his car had skidded into a ditch. Arjun, without hesitation, ran out into the rain, helped the man to safety, gave him dry clothes, warm food, and a place to sleep. The next morning, the businessman was surprised to learn that Arjun had no interest in money, no ambition of city life, and yet had the most peaceful smile he'd ever seen. "Why do you live like this?" the man asked. Arjun replied, "Because I believe when you live in service, you live in harmony, and that attracts more than wealth." The man left, deeply moved. A few months later, Arjun received a letter. The businessman had gifted him a large piece of land and offered him a role in managing a nature retreat center. Not for profit, but to bring peace to others, something Arjun had unknowingly taught him. Soon, Arjun and Mira found themselves surrounded by people who came not just for nature, but to learn how to live like them humbly, peacefully, and meaningfully. The same village that once looked past their simplicity now saw them as the richest people they knew, not in money, but in spirit. Moral of the story: when you give selflessly, when your heart is pure, the universe listens even if silently. What you give comes back in ways you could never expect. You don't need to chase what's meant for you. If you become the person who deserves it, everything you desire will find its way to you.